Oh, hey, you're here. Well, good morning. Here in Montana, it's about 11 a.m. on a beautiful, snowy winter morning. And I have been trying to write a song to celebrate winter. But the more I was trying to write this song, the more questions came up for me. So anyways, I'm glad you're here. Maybe you can help me write the song and put it all together. My name's Christiane. I work with Whitefish Legacy Partners. I'm the education coordinator, and I gotta tell you, I miss a lot of you. It's been a long time since we've been in a big group out on a trail together, but the great news is that our trails are still there, and in winter, it's one of the most amazing times to explore the Whitefish Trail. And if you're out there somewhere else celebrating winter, I'm sure you have your own local trails to get out and enjoy. But today, I have some questions. I'm trying to figure out with the song I'm writing why winter happens, right? And also what animals do in the winter. So I want to ask you, what is different about winter, let's say, compared to summertime? It's colder, definitely. It's cold in the winter here in Montana. And someone probably mentions that the nights are long and we have shorter daylight hours. That's different. So there's snow, right? We hopefully we get snow, and we just had a lot of awesome snow fall here in Montana last night up in Whitefish. So there's some differences. So here's the start of my song. You can listen to it and we'll think about the question and see if we can answer it. Let's see. In the winter, when the snow is falling down, it spreads its white blanket on the ground. In the winter, when the woods are quiet and soft, the days are short and the nights are long. In the winter, falling stars across the sky. What makes it winter? I wanna know why. All right, what makes it winter? Okay, here's the thing. I did a little research, and I found out that winter is all about our relationship to the sun. We live on planet Earth, right? Planet Earth, and we here in Montana live in the northern part of the planet, the northern hemisphere. This might appear a little backwards to you because my screen switches around. But here's the Earth, and we have day and night, right? Why do we have day and night? Because the Earth itself spins. So when Montana is facing the sun, we have daylight. When we're turned away, it's night. So it takes 24 hours, one whole day, to spin once. But does anyone know how long it takes for the Earth to go around the sun? It takes 1 year, 365 days. Okay, so what happens? And the seasons change 4 times throughout the year. On December 21st, we hit the winter solstice, the shortest daylight and the longest dark of night. Well, the Earth isn't perfectly straight. It's actually tilted. It has an axis. See the north and south poles here? It's tilted. And what happens is when we're going around the sun, when Montana, or the northern hemisphere up here, is tilting towards the sun, we get summertime. So we get more light and we're closer, it's hotter, we feel that heat, and the days are longer with that daylight. But we come around and we go to the other side where we're tipping away, what we're doing right now, and we get less sunlight, and it's colder because we're not as close to the sun. And in the fall and spring, we're kind of in the middle. So we have equinox where the days and nights are even, and the temperatures are kind of cool, not hot, not cold, give or take. So that is how we get our seasons. So you can imagine when you're at the campfire and you're leaning in and you're touching it, you're getting close, and you can feel all the light and heat on your body. But if you tip away from the fire, it's going to be colder. Maybe your face is not as, touching the light. So you can think of summer close to the fire, winter, we're tipping back away. So that is how that happens. Now I'm going to answer the song now. Let's see if we can put it all together. Let me get my lyrics here. All right. In the winter, when the snow is falling down, it spreads its white blanket on the ground. In the winter, next question in my song. Because you know when you're out in the snow and you see little animal tracks and you're like, who is out here in the snow? What are they doing? In the winter, following tracks across the snow. Who lives out here? I really want to know. Okay, we are going to figure out who is living in the forest. And today is December 31st. Does anyone know what is special about today and tomorrow? It is the new year. So today is the end of the year 2020. Tomorrow begins 2021. January 1st, a brand new year. And the animals are having a little celebration. They're having an award ceremony, and we are invited. So let me set you up here so you can see the stage. We have some very special guests coming to visit with us. All right, here comes the stage crew, rolling in the stage. Here we go. Get that centered. Everybody see the stage? All right, we have some MCs, some hosts coming. They're on their way. We're ready for you. Okay, here we go.
Well, hello there, children. My name's Mr. Moose, and I'm here to present two very special awards. They're going out to two animals that live on the Whitefish Trail in the woods, and they are animals that do special things to survive in the winter. Animals in Montana have to do one of three things. They either need to migrate, which means they leave and go somewhere warmer, or they hibernate, they go to sleep, or they cool down almost to the freezing point and stay in the mud or underground all winter. Or they do what I do. They adapt. They have to change. So see, they chose me to give this award because I've got amazing fur. It's hollow. That means it's empty inside. And air is in there, and that's one of the best things to keep you warm. Insulation, like your puffy coats. And my fur is hollow. It helps me float when I'm swimming and stay warm. So I'm going to go ahead and kick things off. We're going to bring our first recipient out. This fellow is one of my favorite creatures in the forest, and he's got a very special fur coat that changes, and I'm going to let him tell you why he's receiving this award. Come on out, everybody, give a warm round of applause to Fred Fox.
Hello, and thank you for this very prestigious award. I love my fur. I'm very thankful for my fur. You see, in the winter, my fur coat gets very, very thick. And look at my tail. That accessory is what has won this award for me. It's big and fluffy, and I don't even have to crawl into my den to go to sleep. I can just curl up in the snow and wrap that fuzzy big tail around me like a scarf. Oh, thank you for this very special award. I'm so happy to receive it. Happy New Year.
Well, Fred, thank you, and good job on that fur. Now, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our second award recipient. This is an animal that changes color in the winter. Are you ready? It's pretty special.
Hello, everybody. My name's Emma Ehrman, and I'm so proud to be receiving this award for my special fur that changes. It changes to white. Do you see how white I am in the winter? I match the snow. Do you know what that's called? It's called camouflage. I like to camouflage, not only to hide from people hunting me, not people, but like owls and stuff. And I like to sneak up on things I'm hunting. Look at my long, skinny body. It's perfect for diving through holes and tunnels and under the snow to look for mice and squirrels and lovely, delicious food. So I turn white, and in the summer, my coat turns brown to match in with the forest. But right now, I'm matching with the snow. It's a miracle. I'm so happy to receive this award for my amazing fur. Thank you.
Well, that's it from me for now. Come back next year, and I'm sure we'll have some other amazing creatures with special adaptations. I'm going to pass it over to Greta Grizzly, and she's going to give you awards for something else.
Thank you, Mr. Moose.
Well, howdy. Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here today.
Wait, Greta, can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Sure, what is it?
So how are you
you here? I thought you were supposed to be hibernating. Oh, yeah. We actually do something called torpor. It's kind of like hibernation. We go to sleep. We get real fat in the fall and summer, and then we go to sleep and burn all that fat off. But I can wake up if I need to. And I had to wake up for being the MC to award some very special creatures who have very efficient winter homes that are very, very clever indeed. So I am known for having a winter den, down in the earth or in the rocks or in the trees where it's nice and warm because the earth is always giving off heat. So I'm going to introduce my first recipient of the Winter Home Award. It goes to Dennis the Deer Mouse. Dennis, come on up. Give him a warm round of applause. Dennis. Hello, children. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Guess what? I live in the place under the snow. Oh, I brought your diagram that you made us. Excellent. Please put that up. Here it is. Oh, look. Here's the snow layer. Right, you see it? Aha, and down in the tree roots and in the rocks, there's still grass. The earth is warm. It's giving off heat. And the snow is like a blanket, keeping it warm. I live down here under the snow where I can still get grass and seeds, and I'm protected from my predators like owls or even the ermine, the weasels. Oh no, I heard there was a weasel here. I better get going. But this zone under the snow, kids, is called the Subnivean zone. Can you say that? Subnivean. Sub means under, and Nivean means snow. I live under the snow. It's a miracle. I'll see you later. Wow, that was amazing. The Subnivean zone under the snow where it stays warm, some snow melts out, and there's a little space, a little pocket down there where that mouse can live. Incredible. All right, the last award winner of 2020 for Special Winter Home Edition goes to Bertha the Beaver. Come on in and tell us about your home. Everybody cheer for Beaver. Hello. Oh, I'm so busy. I've got to get going to fix my home in my den, but I brought my diorama. Here it is. I wanted to show you my home, why I'm winning this award. Come look. We beavers, we build dams to make ponds, and then we build our lodge right in the middle. See? See here? Yes, and in that lodge we have everything we need. Warmth and dry, and we can snuggle up. But we make our lodge in the middle of that pond so that we're protected from, guess what? Do you know? We're protected from predators. Yes, it's very safe. Look down here. There's a tunnel going in and a tunnel going out, and we live under the water. Now look down here in the water. You can see branches. We collect food, and we make it like a refrigerator under there. It's very, very special. Now here's something crazy. Before I go work on my house, is that it can freeze over. The pond might freeze. What do you think happens to us? No, we're fine. We've got our food in our refrigerator in the pond in the water, and the ice, we just swim underneath it. And we come back into our lodge. And here's the cool thing. There might be days on end where we never see the sky in the winter if our pond is frozen. It's amazing. All right, well, I've got to get going. I hear a leak in the dam and the roof is caving a little. I've got to keep busy. See you now. What? That was amazing. Well, that wraps up the award ceremony for 2020. And we got to get going. I got to go back to sleep.
And I've got to get going too, so I got to go eat some twigs and stuff.
Well, thanks for coming, everybody. And you stick around because I think your show host is going to sing some more songs and do something else with you. But it's been nice having you. Remember, winter is a time for change.
Yeah, and the animals who stay around have to adapt and make special houses or have special fur coats.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye. Oh, let's stage crew's rolling that out. Oh, wow. I've never been invited to an animal award ceremony. Have you? Just amazing. All right, so we learned, and I think I can answer my song now. What do you think? Should we give it a go? Okay, let's sing our song one more time. with all the words, and we'll learn about winter. Let me have a sip of tea. Hey, I want to ask you, what do you do that's different in the winter? Because I drink a lot more tea. I have my happy light on here so you can see me really well. That's that bright light shining on me because I don't, sometimes get enough sun in the winter. What else do you do that's different? Someone said they wear more clothes. Yeah, you have to bundle up to go out. My little girls just went sledding and they had all these layers on. Yep. You might change your diet. You might want more hot soups. So we change just like the animals. Yeah, you might have to come inside more. Can't be outside all day, maybe if it's cold. Wow. All right, let's sing the song together. In the winter, when the snow is falling down, it spreads its white blanket on the ground. In the winter, when the woods are quiet and soft, the days are short and the nights are long. In the winter, falling stars across the sky. What makes it winter? I wanna know why. Tell me why are the days so short? Is it because we are in the north? And tell me why is it so cold? Is it because we are farther from the sun? Oh, I love winter so much. In the winter, following tracks across the snow. Who lives out here? I really want to know. Is it bear in his lair? Or is it an ermine under there? Is it beaver under the ice? Or is it a mouse in the Siberian zone? No, I love winter so much. Do you love winter? Say it with me. Oh, I love winter so much. I have all the answers. I have my whole song now. I learned from the animals. I learned from the earth and the sun. And hey, I want to show you some tracks before you go because I'm going to send you off here in a minute. We're going to do two more things. We're going to look at tracks and then we're going to write a poem together. But I wanted to show you because when you're out in the forest, you will see animal tracks. And I am going to show you how to know what kind of animal. There's 4 main ways animals move, okay? Like people, we walk one foot and then the other, right? Well, animals do it too, but some do it differently. So let's talk about what we call walkers or zigzaggers. Their tracks, we've got Fox, right? Mr. Fox, can you come visit us again here, Fred? So when Fred is out there walking, he wants to save energy. Other walkers, zigzaggers, they call them perfect walkers, are deer, moose, mountain lions. What they do when they walk is their back foot lands right in the track of the front foot. So as they're walking, you'll just see like a zigzag, right? Saves energy if the front foot and the back foot use the same track through the snow. And also you'll see dog tracks. A lot of people like to take their dogs on the Whitefish Trail. And one way I like to tell the difference between dog tracks and fox tracks or wolf tracks are that fox, coyotes, wolves want to save energy, so oftentimes they walk in a straighter line and they use their nose. What is your dog? If you have a dog at home, what does your dog do when you take it out in the woods? Like the first 5 minutes especially, like runs over here, runs over there, runs over here, runs over there, runs over here, runs over here, right? So their tracks are kind of all over. But if you see a very straight, neat line through the forest that looks like your dog track, maybe a little small one, might be fox. So look for that. All right, who else we got? We have, my favorite. When I find this one, I'm super excited. This is what we call a bounder. Bounders hop with their front feet and then their back feet land right in the front feet tracks. So they make a little toot, 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 toot track, toot, toot, toot. Front feet land, they jump, back feet land, they jump, so it's like that. And then I do this little line because weasel, just the other day I saw some weasel tracks, some ermine. And it went through like a deeper part of the snow where its tummy had to kind of drag. So sometimes you'll see a little line in between where their body or their tail had to drag through the snow. So that is a bounder. Bounders. And then let's talk about waddlers. Who could be a waddler? Waddlers are just kind of like sloppy, like back foot doesn't land the front foot, their toes might be turned in a little. Can you think of anybody that walk like A grizzly bear is a waddler. If I can find Bertha the Beaver is a waddler. And beavers are really adapted for swimming in the water. So when they're on the ground, you might see their tummy drag marks and their big back webbed feet. So they kind of slide through the snow, toes are kind of pointed inward, just a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to call it messy, but you know, burp, burp, burp. All right, and our final one, ooh, this is fun, is a hopper. Hoppers have bigger back feet than front feet, and when they hop, their front feet land first, but their back feet land in front of the front feet. So if this was a boundary, you might think, oh, the front feet are smaller, it's going that way. It's not. It's actually going this way, because when it lands, its front feet land, back feet land second in front of the front feet. Who is a hopper? Little deer mouse is a hopper. Little tiny tracks in the snow, and then it has that long tail. So oftentimes when you see little tiny mouse tracks, you'll see a little line down the middle. That's where its tail is dragging. Who are some other hoppers? Who has big back feet and hops through the snow? Snowshoe hare and also squirrels. So if you see little sets of 4 tracks with 2 paws bigger than the other 2, that is what we call a hopper, hopping through the snow. Now if you want to try this at home, all you have to do is bound. So put your hands on the floor and your feet on the floor, and then I want you to try to bound where you jump and your feet land right where your hands land. Can you try that? Bounder. Hopper is like leapfrog. See if you can hop on your hands and your feet and get your hands down, and then jump and let your feet land in front of your hands. And then try it again. That would be hopping. Waddle. Oh, I know you can waddle. Just like get on your hands and your feet and just like walk with your toes and your fingers turn in. All right, and now, can you walk perfectly, a perfect walk or a zigzag, where you take a step with your hands, and then your back feet land right where your hands land? Are you trying this at home? So that would be walker, a zigzagger. So cool. All right, well, before we end today, I want to do a poem with you. I love this book called Winter Bees, and it has some poems in it about wintertime. And I'm going to read you one about moose, and then we're going to write a poem. All right. Beautiful illustrations. I think I bought this book down in Yellowstone. Big brown moose. I'm a big brown moose. I'm a rascally moose. I'm a moose with a tough, shaggy hide, and a kick and a prance and a long-legged dance with my moose mama close by my side. I shrug off the cold, and I sneeze at the wind, and I swivel my ears in the snow. And I tramp and I tromp over forest and swamp, 'cause there's nowhere a moose cannot go. I'm a big brown moose, I'm a ravenous moose, as I hunt for the willow and yew. With a snort and a crunch, I rip off each bunch, and I chew and I chew and I chew. When together we slump in a comfortable clump, my mountainous mama and I give her a nuzzle, a velvety muzzle, our frosty breath drifts to the sky. I'm a big brown moose, I'm a slumberous moose, I'm a moose with a warm, snuggly hide, and I bask in the moon as the coyotes croon with my moose mama close by my side. And in this book, fox is like somewhere in every picture. Do you see fox out there in the snow? So moose are walkers, right? They've got those long legs, and they can actually bend their knees forward and backwards to get through that snow. All right, before you go, I'm going to have you write a poem. And if you're not writing yet, that's okay. You can just think it in your head or have someone help you write it. And it's called an acrostic poem. And how we write an acrostic poem is we take a word, and then each letter of that word has to be either another word or a sentence. So we're going to do winter. So when you think of winter, we start with a W. Can you think of something that you think of with winter that starts with W? It could be winter, or windy. Oh, good one. Or wonderful. Okay, think of a W word to describe winter. And the next letter in winter is I. Can you think of something that starts with I in the winter? What do you think of? Ice. Ooh, yes. Icicles. Oh, and what are those icicles doing? That's your second line. Your third's going to start with an N. Can you think of anything that you think of in winter that starts with an N? Try to think of something, and then we'll go on to T. And you can do this after we leave. Something that starts with T in the winter. Tree tips. Or teeth chattering. And then we go to E. Can you think of anything that starts with E in winter? And then the R. Think of something in winter with an R. And you've got yourself an acrostic poem. All right, I'm going to read mine to you, and then I'm going to send you off onto the trails and out into the forest so you can look for animal tracks and enjoy the winter. Winter, wonderful, icicles dripping, nose is cold, teeth chatter, early sunsets, rosy cheeks. Winter. Oh, it's been so fun having you here today with me. Thank you so much for helping me write that song and learn all about why is it winter and what animals are doing out in the forest. So get on the Whitefish Trail or your local trail, wherever you live, and enjoy the season. Thank you so much from Whitefish Legacy Partners. Bye.